Greetings, Gunkers. Welcome to Tuesday, is it the 6th?
D-Day,
June 6th, 2023. D-Day, according to the history books and things I know nothing of.
79 anniversary.
Oh, today was D-Day, Normandy?
Yeah, Normandy.
Yes, well.
Forgot.
Happy D-Day?
Happy D-Day, unless you were on Omaha Beach that day.
Not so happy.
In which case,
I would never want to get off that boat. I would never.
Well, most of them didn't. That's the thing.
Yeah, that was the thing.
They got mowed
kinda
down
stayed
before they
there.
even got off that little boat.
That was just death waiting to happen. Sorry for
really
all
was.
you boys who were never able to beget children and have families of your own because you were all so young.
Hey, you know what?
And
Cheers
got
to them, man.
Listen, you know what? That wasn't a draft, right? They chose to serve. That is when that's when people. That's what you did. You know, your obligation to your country was to serve. That's
No,
true.
I think
And
there was a draft. For sure
in-
there was.
World War II?
Was it
yeah,
there?
There was. There was a
Yeah, I'm
draft.
pretty sure there was a draft.
What kind of draft, though? Was
Do you
it?
remember the Bugs Bunny? What they did? They would always do the 4F gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
some
my
kind of
God.
draft.
Sin Lu Hu, it is so crazy here. I cannot begin to tell you. The smell of fire and smoke is
Smoke?
beyond. So we're getting
Smoke on
all
the
this fire
water.
smoke from the fires in Canada
Fire
are
in
coming
the
down.
sky.
And I took some pictures earlier. I don't have my iPad with me.
The apocalypse.
The sun it does look apocalyptic outside.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Every moment's a teachable moment. How do you think this is affecting Howard's demeanor towards his existence? Can you imagine him breathing like any sort of
Every
that'll
moment
just
is a
freak him out?
teachable moment.
It is. That's what my teachers used to say.
Yeah, I don't know what this teaches me other than nobody
I'm
knew
talking
what it
about
was.
Howard.
Oh.
The hypochondriac that he is. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God.
He must have had Consuela duct tape all the windows shut.
Well, he lives A, on the water, and B, he's kind of far from the situation, since.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, this is like more of a northern thing. See, like what Barbara's saying, it's terrible here in
Yeah.
upstate New York as well. Yeah, it's really.
It
It's
pays to be
really
rich.
bad. It's really bad.
Gee,
It pays to be rich, people.
Darn, it was only 96 here today. And we had hail. And we had hail the other day. So yeah,
It's like that
Sierra
movie, The
Alpha,
Mist.
what-
That's what it's
what-
like outside. It's like The
Hey,
Mist.
Kilo Sierra Alpha, what part of Vermont? Like Lindenville or is it St. Jay's? Where are we talking about?
Oh, look at you. Look at you with your scary
So it's almost like
Vermont
Mount St.
flex.
Helens. It's almost like Mount St. Helens when it
No,
erupted
I mean,
in
it
83.
depends. I mean, Vermont's a pretty cool state. It's
Yeah.
like cows.
Yeah, my mom lives in Vermont. She said she doesn't even see the sun, just a red circle in the sky. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's just this red circle. And you look at it and it's like, it really does feel like end of days. It feels like the movie The Mist. That's how bad it is outside.
The mist.
I got yelled at for trying to put gas in a car in Vermont because I went in to pay for it. Like in California, you have to prepay, and then come back and pump your gas. Oh, Burlington. Okay, so there you go.
Wait, what are you talking about with gas and
Well,
prepay?
no. I went to pay for gas. Like I said, like 20 on number 5, and they're like, "You haven't pumped yet." Like, what do you mean?
Pump first. This
Yeah,
is
you
in
pump
California.
first. In California, they don't trust you. There, you got to pay first.
Wait, do you really have to go inside and pay?
Well, I did at the time,
Oh, isn't every pump like that where you put your card in and then it says, okay,
No,
now
no,
press
No,
the...
he was paying. you pay
Well,
with
okay.
cash?
I didn't have a card. I went to go pay cash.
Oh,
Give
cash.
cash money.
And they're like,
Cash
"What are you
money.
doing? You're
Who
an
uses
idiot.
cash?
Go pump the gas first, then you pay."
I don't know what that means. Okay.
Aaron, you are absolutely right. We are shamed every good.
What did he say? You're shamed with every gas
Yeah,
purchase.
that's pretty accurate.
Are you not clicking on the comments? Are you not doing that mission?
Oh,
anymore?
sorry.
I'm
a beer in my
just sitting
hand,
here as
sorry.
a bystander. It's okay.
I don't want to do that anymore. I'm thirsty too, and it's like
So am I.
pollen
I
I
season
had
Like
as
cash
well.
that day. Sorry, I didn't have a. Jeez.
I'm thirsty also.
Vermont has a few minorities, therefore the honor system is in
Oh,
effect.
bro. I remember going into like a convenience store. It was like 9:00 at night. I was gonna run in and grab some like Oreos and stuff. And I run in and there's this like literally the whitest dude I've ever seen in my life. he sees this big brown person running into the store. He almost jumped out of his skin, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Well, first you thought you were a Sasquatch.
Probably.
Then he assumed that you were, Mexican or something.
Mammoth, monstrous brown person runs into his store. He's like, his parents moved there to get away from me. Yeah, exactly. Here I am. You're bringing death to his doorstep. And I just remember like being so almost kind of like apologetic for like sorry for being brown, bro.
All I know is New Hampshire is so redneck that they actually have a NASCAR race. It's the only NASCAR
Do they?
race up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeez, Xavier doesn't seem to have the most balanced.
I don't.
How would you know?
Jeremy,
He's
like,
running
come
into
on,
convenience stores.
Come on,
no,
dude.
nobody runs into convenience
That's
stores.
like bobbing for water, bro. Come on, going after wounded prey. Jesus, it's not that. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah. So we have a show to do today. John is not with us today. He had a family thing to take care of. Hopefully, he will be back with us tomorrow, and all will be good. But that just means early show and no cleaning out the computer, which means both of the boys that are on the show with us who get up super early will be able to get to sleep on time.
We love you, John. Hope
John, you're the
everything's cool.
best.
John is the best. Thank you so
Fire
much.
Dragon.
No, John's awesome.
Hello, fellow children of the Gunk. Money Q, you're looking. Oh, thank you.
Monty Q. Hey, Monty Q.
Thank you. Do we want to talk about what? Oh, that's what I was going to ask about gas. I was wondering if you, like Xavier, always let your tank go down to like almost empty before you refill.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I'm so OCD about it.
I am.
All right. The reason I don't is my uncle always had a good job, but he would let that gas tank go down. He actually burnt out the low fuel light in his car. It actually burnt out from it going down so often. And I mean, literally, he would actually coast into gas stations.
Oh, you're kidding!
And I swear to God.
See, that would panic me. That is my greatest fear, is to be out of gas.
So I don't let that used to bother me so bad because I got to get some gas. Like, oh my God!
Do you have the little odometer to range? My range is never over 50 miles.
What are you just taking the pump and putting whatever's in the hose in there?
It's almost not worth it.
much.
It's almost not worth it. If you're gonna do it, just fill it up.
Bro. Sorry.
Totally, it drives me insane.
I'm a degenerate. Jeez
Louise.
Sometimes he pumps
Am I gonna
gas. He's
pretend
like,
I'm not?
I'm on the phone with him, and he'll be like, "I'll be right back. I have to go pump some gas."
Oh,
and
it drives
it drives me insane. The dinging noise and
She
the
will
fact
hang
that
up.
you're back within like 3 minutes, and I'm like, "What the fuck?
ain't
How
right,
did
unless
you
you're putting in a
possibly?
motorcycle.
Would you put in $5? Like, I don't
Yeah, pretty
understand."
much.
Unless you're driving a motorcycle, that is
You
not
don't
enough
need
gas.
that much if you're doing a Molotov cocktail. Come on.
It's rolling at no show. I fill up
Within the last year, about a year, I ran out of gas once, and a motorcycle cop pulled behind me. And I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get a ticket." I go, "Dude, yeah, you know what? The car's been acting up." "Oh, no problem." And I already called for the AAA person to come in with
He likes getting his free gas.
a can of gas. And so like, I was
$10 on
hoping he
pump
wouldn't
3.
notice when he just put gas in the car and I moved on.
$10 on pump 3, please. I just love that. It's so true. It's like, if it says like it's a quarter tank, I'm immediately at the gas station and filling up. I just have to. Xavier goes to the gas station where the guy comes out and washes the windows and checks your oil. He's like, "Yeah, coach, thanks. Thanks for showing up. I can't believe you're late. Thanks for nothing." Yes, Sin, it depends on what state you're in. In New Jersey, you don't pump your own gas because by
illegal.
law, they have to pump your gas for you.
In Oregon, they don't let you do that either. I got yelled at there too.
Yes, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with not pumping my own gas. I don't like to
Florida,
pump my own
yeah.
gas. Yeah.
I don't remember getting gas in Florida. No, because I didn't.
Well, you
We
have to
had a
pump your
crew
own.
van.
You do pump your own. Here in Pennsylvania, you pump your own as well. That's just the way it is.
That's okay. I don't trust those bastards.
Oh, bro. Have you ever taken a cab in Miami where they have that little button by the gas pedal? Where if you're not paying attention, it says like fare $20, and next you blink and it's like $35.
Yes.
You always watch them. Watch them.
Always
You watch
watch
them like you watch them
And
like
they
a hawk.
always take the wrong turn wherever they're going. You can be going 2 blocks straight. Like, oh, I made a left. Here, let me go around.
What are
There's
we
always like
talking
some Cubano. Hey, ¿qué pasó? Sí, it's $50. $50 only went 2 blocks. It's always this. Come on,
That's
I know
why
the
Uber.
hustles.
That's why Uber is so much better. At least you know
It
ahead
really
of time how
is.
they're
It
screwing
really
you.
is.
I'm a very big proponent of the yellow taxi in New York, and I use an app called Curb, and you pair with the taxi, and you don't even have to like interact with them. And yes, it always smells like fish oil and the number 7 train, and
Really?
I mean they do kind of smell. Have you
Does
been
it-
in a cab
does-
in New York City, Xavier?
I have not.
Never.
You're missing an
Always
experience.
rideshare.
It's an experience.
It's an
Does-
experience.
Does your driver
Actually,
usually
no.
go-
No, you know, I once had to go from LaGuardia all the way to Times Square, and the dude was a white dude. He was pretty like crusty old dude.
You're
You don't
lucky.
really get a white taxi driver anymore. I don't think that exists.
I did
Unless
that
they are
day.
crusty, old, and white. Yes.
Oh, bro, the worst one is like my first time in Boston, and I was going down to like Boston Common, and from Logan, is it Logan? Is it airport?
Yeah, Logan's the airport.
It's
yeah.
Logan. And it was my first time there. I was like, totally wet behind the ears. And I go, hey, is it where I'm going? Is it safe? Because I didn't know anything about Boston at the time. And they goes, yeah, it's safe. There's no N words there, but he said the actual words. And I'm like, damn, dude,
You're in Massachusetts.
with the thickest freaking chowder accent.
Oh, you're in Massachusetts. That's how you know you're in Massachusetts.
And like, bro, it's like that,
like
Jesus.
that. Like that. Mr.
So-
Judy Tenuta, yellow taxis, they never know where they're going, Mo, and the seatbelts never work. I've never belted myself in the back seat of
Don't belt
anything.
yourself. You want to be
Like,
thrown clear.
I can't even imagine the schizozo that is
Chances
all over
with
that
gravity.
seatbelt. That's really disgusting to me, the very thought of the seatbelt.
So Mo, when you got in that taxi, did the guy go, "Do you notice Beth? Oh, she is an angel and a saint.
She is a princess and an angel. She is both beautiful inside and out.
She's
That's
beautiful
exactly
inside
right.
and out."
But here's the thing, Mr. Judy Tenuta. If you're, listen, have I ever taken a yellow taxi outside of the New York City perimeter? No. But they certainly know how to get from like 57th Street to like 34th Street. They know the basics of Midtown Manhattan. That's where you keep to them. Anything else, I take the train.
Have
I
you
don't
ever
really
noticed
care.
that the Haitian drivers always have like the most meticulous cars, like the interior super clean, and they're like they don't talk to you or for any reason.
I don't know about that.
No, you're right. You're right. They're very
They're
actually
very
even
clean people. I think they appreciate material goods.
the Jamaicans usually calling on the phone with their second or third job, and they're
Fun fact, I used to have to go to Target a lot in my business. And so when you flew into Minneapolis, there's a lot of Ethiopians there. And a lot of them are taxi drivers. And there was a long time where they wouldn't, if you were traveling like international and you brought home like liquor from the duty free or something, they wouldn't take you in their cabs
Duty.
because they're against
Oh,
alcohol.
because they're Muslim?
And because they're Muslim and they didn't,
Yeah.
and it's like, and the state was like, okay, F you can't do that. You have to pretty much take anybody who comes to you at the airport. It was a big thing for a minute. For a minute, taxi drivers in Manhattan are too dumb to get a job at 7-Eleven. Yeah, well, that's true. All right, so here we go.
We could literally do a show on taxis.
absolutely.
I have one of the best stories of taxis ever.
Oh, I have such
And
good taxi stories.
It's in Buenos Aires, and we were coming in drunk as hell at like 2 a.m. And we were staying at the Internacional by the Obelispo, and in Buenos Aires. And my friend, we pull up. I was on the passenger side. I get out. My friend, who's like a ginger, opens the door on the driver's side, and a car just takes the door off. Wow! And the guy,
Wow.
the guy starts flipping out. On my friend. My friend's like, he's like 5'6", 5'5" at most, skinny little ginger kid, and he starts freaking out. And the driver's just like, "You're gonna pay for this, you're gonna pay for this." And I tell my friend, "Dude, go inside,
away.
go in the hotel,
Exactly. Just go.
go in the hotel, get inside, leave." And he goes, he tries hiding in the lobby and behind the couch. "No, go inside, idiot!" So
What'd
it
you say
just
to the
leaves
guy?
me and the guy. He called the cops, right? And the cops show up, and they're like, "Well, you guys are gonna have to pay for this." I'm like, what do you mean we have to pay for
Why?
this?
But
Doesn't
that
he have
what
insurance
insurance
for
is
that?
for? Yeah.
He goes, no, it's against the law to get out on the driver's side. Yeah, but whose responsibility is to tell us there? I'm a tourist. He's like, no, it doesn't matter. You have to pay for it. No? I said, and furthermore, and I'm talking to him in Spanish, obviously.
Of course.
I'm like, furthermore, it is his responsibility to inform all his passengers, paying customers, that it is illegal, in fact, to get off on that side.
Isn't it mostly
And doesn't he have
illegal though, like
insurance?
as a general rule?
And then
It's
he
not
goes,
wise.
It's not
and he goes,
wise.
And they go, where are you from? And I go, Mexico. And the look on their faces were like, like these guys are poor too. Like I didn't tell him I was from the U.S. And he starts going, hijo de puta, eres hijo de puta. He starts telling my mom's a whore. My mom's a whore. And I look at him, and at this point, everybody that's working at the hotel is like on the sidewalk, right? And they're just looking at this spectacle. And I go, yeah, she's a whore. And she said you got a small dick. And everybody just starts laughing at him, right?
You said it in
Even the
Spanish,
cop-
obviously.
Of course I did. And the cop looks at my information. He goes, okay, Mexicano, you can go. And I go, and the guy starts yelling at the cop. He goes, no, you're supposed to have insurance like he said. So I walked away laughing my ass off. And I said, good luck. And he goes, when next time I'm in Mexico, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm like, go ahead. I'm not a loser driving a cab.
Xavier, Affy wants to know if you offered your ass.
No, I did not. Not that night.
Not a dinero,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, let's continue.
Let's continue.
How do we get here?
Rather watch paint dry than listen to you.
Xavier.
You know,
Xavier.
Hooper, you can do both.
Xavier.
You can do both if you put
Both
your
things
mind to
can
it.
both things can be true at the same time.
Exactly.
Exactly. No, public transportation, the only place to take it is like European cities and Manhattan. That's it. I wouldn't take it anywhere else, honestly. In Shanghai, you can take the high-speed train from the airport to the middle of town, and there's nothing more
Italy,
spectacular than that high-speed
in
train.
northern Italy, you can take the high-speed train too. You take the fast train.
Oh, really? I've
The
taken
metro?
the high-speed train
The
from
Rapido.
Languedoc to Paris, and
Yeah.
that was pretty fast, but nothing was as fast as that
What?
bullet train in
Yeah,
Shanghai.
but first, everything's about
was just
the
like,
train. You either
About
walk or you
trains.
take the train.
The treno.
Oh, and the one from London to Paris is also a pretty fast train. Yeah, I
The
know.
channel?
Okay.
Take the channel.
Everybody's picking on you. Xavier.
Xavier.
They can pick on me all they want.
Yeah, listen, they pick on you all the
save
time.
it for
I
the
don't
song.
care.
Save it for the I want to feel the sun.
I don't care. You can pick on Xavier all you want. There was
You
a time.
can.
There was a
You
time, you miscreant assholes. There was a time when you used to pick on Dennis all the time. You hated his laugh. You hated everything about him. You hated me. You said we all suck. So yeah, we do
Then
suck.
Xavier
I do
came
suck.
along and they realized what a gem
What's
I
your
was.
point?
Exactly. Made us all look good. Xavier's here to make us all look good. He's like
Yes,
the fat
that's me.
chick. He's like the fat chick of his girlfriends.
It's about lowering the bar and it makes you guys look so much better. You guys can pick on me all you want. I could care less.
I know you don't care. That's a beautiful thing. Meanwhile, you say one errant word to him in the politics thread in radio. You were banned for life. But okay, exactly. I've never been to Seoul. I've actually never been to Korea. I've been to
I have met Stuttering John.
I've been to Taiwan. I've been to.
I have.
Oh yeah, he did meet Stuttering John actually.
I did.
I have
Yes.
not, and I'm okay
Yes.
with
He tried to
that.
convince
too.
me that he's Mexican when I met him too.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Are you
He's like,
serious?
Oh, please don't
you know,
tell that
he-
story.
he
Please
said
don't
something-
tell that.
All
Please
right,
don't tell
let's
that
carry
story.
on.
Okay.
Let's move on. Okay, so I don't know. You're gonna have to help me with a little follow the bouncing ball because I'm not really sure
Yeah.
how the show
Wait,
started.
So
Or
somebody's asking me, did I get a haircut? No, actually, my hair, it's so humid down here. My hair actually is completely curled up. So this is,
you got the kink
it.
going on.
it's like a perm.
He's got the full blitzer tonight.
There's a lot of product to keep it look
Full
like
blitz.
Afro.
Full blitz. Yes. Did you hear Stuttering John went to the Dodgers game? Yes, we're gonna hear all about that on the show
yes.
today. Okay, so let's start off with I don't even understand what went on today. I have no recollection of the show.
I
like
listened
none.
to it and I don't know.
Usually I have like a fairly good working knowledge about, okay, and this happened and then this happened and then this happened. But I don't really know. So we're just going to start where I have a clip. That's it. That's all I got.
We have a meeting before the show every morning, and the guys who work on the show, guys and gals who work on the show, were listening to my stories of being Fart Man on MTV. I was giving them a blow by blow. They were asking me about it. Some of
Why?
the younger folks on the
No, they weren't.
Why were the younger folks asking you anything about Fartman?
No, they
Like
weren't.
I don't think there's a single person on this planet that would ask you a question about Fartman. Not one.
staff who only remember the legendary stories barely. And
What
so I
legendary
had
story?
all the kids sitting around the campfire, and I was telling them about those wild times. And even as I was
sounds great.
describing the whole Fart Man incident, an incident at MTV on the live award show, it seems unbelievable.
Does it really? First off, the amount of energy and effort that you're putting into your vocal prowess at 7 o'clock in the morning is stellar. It's to be commended.
Isn't it?
You're just you're
He's trying real hard to sound deep.
you're
has-
just banging it out.
He has the cadence of someone reading a hostage letter.
Yeah, he does.
So, it's like, that great Fart Man story where you were lowered in, stopping the show, embarrassing Jamie Presley, and then you had the drummer of Metallica kick you in the ass and knock you over because they were irritated that you ruined them getting an award. That's what happened during Fart Man. That's
That
the
is-
entire thing. That's it. That's the legend of it. The little douche drummer from Metallica kicked you in the ass and knocked you over.
Let's take a look. See at that. Let's reminisce, shall we?
Oh, poor Jamie.
I would
This is
like
real,
to
right?
introduce my co-presenter, because no
Rest in peace.
one else
that's
had
right.
the balls to show up and do it. So, from a land far away and long, long ago, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a really bad smell. Ladies and gentlemen, Fartman!
Now, I will dare say that half the audience at MTV had no idea who Fartman was at
No,
the
no,
time.
no, no.
And by the way, there was never a time in the entirety of our time as listeners of the Stern Show did I think Fartman was funny.
No.
That is the most death-defying thing that man has ever done. Look at him with his double chin, his fucking, I didn't want to curse, his saggy ass.
Behold, the most beautiful of sights. It is this. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I am Fartman. Is the camera getting a good shot of my beautiful ass?
Yes, of course it is,
Look at
Howard.
it. It has powers. Allow me to
Look at the belly.
demonstrate the greatest farting powers of all. Luke, look at my ass. Touch it for power. Rub it. Rub my ass. Touch it. Get it?
And that gave him cancer and he died.
Yes.
Exactly.
What, babe?
And that gave him cancer and he died.
You may be laughing at my ass now, but when my movie, Fartman, becomes #1, all of Hollywood will kiss my ass.
So
With
unfunny.
amazing powers from another planet. Thank you, darling.
Fartman. All right, so,
How'd that ass feel, Luke?
great at. Flashpots and smoke.
Oh my God, huh? Look at this thing.
Here we go.
I guess these things just went down in value, If we can win one, I guess anybody can, huh? Ooh. Well, all comedy aside, I think the one thing that we gotta say is that, shut
Doesn't he like,
up! Hey! Hey, man, don't steal all the attention here, okay?
They hated this, as a matter
Oh,
of fact.
yeah, that little midget was angry.
Yeah.
10 years ago, when we started out, we really didn't feel very comfortable with the whole medium and video and so on.
He can't not hug the
No,
camera.
no, he can't.
But Lars is a total attention whore too.
he's a
it's
little
Oh, 1,000%, but they won an award. I mean, come on.
And just the fact
it's their
of
moment,
trying
not-
to be like cool and
not the giant
self-indulgent.
pelican.
Trying to be cool and self-indulgent in videos without compromising. But 10 years later and 4 or 5 or something like that, videos later, we feel that we finally become cool and self.
Our managers, Peter Mensch and Cliff Bernstein. And also, hey, come on, none of that. And also our record company, Elektra Records and Bob Krasnow.
Linda Elizabeth.
Linda Elizabeth.
Ty Jason.
Dick.
So long, everyone.
Oh God, I just hate it. Just hated everything about that.
Everything.
One thing that bears to be mentioned is that the MTV Music Awards were only presented to people that were actually going to attend the award.
Absolutely.
Oh, interesting.
So it's if you ever, back when people used to watch them, you ever notice no one ever, oh, we'd like to accept it for such and such. It's like, okay, if we're going to give you an award, but you have to show up.
Period.
So it was always
yeah,
kind of like
so-
a gimmick.
It was just
really
a
like
it was
real
a
award.
personality show. It was not really a
Absolutely.
merit-based kind of thing ever.
Not that anybody was, professing it to be a freaking lifetime Grammy or something.
Yes, Holden. Fartman is a one-joke character at best. Absolutely. Can you imagine a whole movie of that? There is no way that would have
And
made.
actually, that actually was going to be something, but he completely screwed it by wanting too much of the merchandise rights. That was literally what killed it.
Think
the
about that for a
merchandising.
second. Think about
What?
that for a second.
I know. But think
I
about
mean,
it.
maybe the Fartman doll would be worth something right now, but
Right.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, it's
Music
total
stream
cringe.
because he was talking about it, bro. That's why we're talking about it and showing clips.
Yeah, it was part of the.
Pay
part
attention,
of
man. Come on.
Keep up. All right, here we go. So then he went back to the Peloton thing and the issue with Peloton not giving him a seat as if this is still a thing. And apparently
Oh, he
the
does well.
CEO of Peloton called his assistant and
So-
that, yeah.
So the CEO has nothing else to worry about. Like his company is free falling in value. I mean, they're buying back used Pelotons to keep the market from crashing, and he's going to spend his time to make sure he calls King Baby on his podcast. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, I believe that one.
Okay, sure. All right, so
You know,
here's Peloton. Right, yeah,
It,
yeah.
it would be almost fascinating if someone was that bored to go back exactly 1 year ago, see what he was talking about. And I bet there's an overlap of the actual, like whatever product he was, hawking at that point. And they literally the same segment for the same amount of time.
There's a lot of commercials in today's show and in
Yep.
yesterday's show. So let's listen about Peloton.
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 So I was on a mad ass tear about Peloton. I was describing to Robin that I'm a big fan of that company. I'm a big. I bought a couple of those bikes, and they had a seat recall. Evidently, a bunch of fatzos when they get on there, they break the seat or something.
You think really that a bunch of fatzos are going on
Which fatzos?
Pelotons?
Fatso's own them.
Yeah,
fucking pole goes up their ass that holds the seat
You like
or
that.
something. So now they're doing a seat recall on the early bikes that were built, and I'm an early bike guy.
You were a first
Early adopter. is what it's
time
called.
buyer. You were right
Called
there at
early-
the beginning
yeah.
of the line.
That's always the
They're
same
sending
gimmick.
me emails
Every
about,
other
hey, danger, danger.
commercial
Don't get
on
on your
different-
seat, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
hang on.
We'll send you a replacement seat if you contact us. I contacted them. I can't get the fucking seat. So I was bitching and whining about it because I'm not going on my Peloton, which is my form of exercise.
Peloton.
Keeps me in the game. And let's face it, I've
Keeps
sold a
me in the
lot of
game.
Pelotons because I talk about it a lot.
How do we know
And
that?
if anyone should get Pelotons,
Why would you sell a lot of Pelotons if you're not getting paid for doing a Peloton ad? Like, why would you? Why is that
And what-
something you would do for the world?
DoorDash.
Yeah, I sold a lot of Pelotons.
Yeah.
So that means this has all been just like we figured, a
100%.
commercial. It's always a commercial.
it's-
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
let's
doubt,
say preferential treatment, it's me.
If anybody out there actually doubts that when he talks about a product, he's not getting paid, here's your proof that he's getting paid. Every
What's interesting
time.
is a couple other radio people I've listened to that have talked about Peloton. They always say the same thing. I was an early adopter, or I had it before, whatever. So I guarantee that's one of the talking points that they tell them to talk about.
Absolutely.
They all talk about the
Because-
same exact shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
famous.
just say attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are they paying attention to?
So I was basically whining yesterday that I should be put to the front of the line, much like these celebrities who get a liver suddenly or a heart transplant, ahead of everyone else. I figured I'd throw my weight around with my Peloton seat.
Get a seat.
Because even Beth said to me, God, no one sold more Pelotons than you. They should be paying attention. She gets me worked up. And then I start feeling not so famous that I'm being ignored by
you
this
are.
company.
Yes. Okay.
So I don't know. My assistant got a call from like the head of the company. And
My assistant
this
got a
guy,
call
he's
from
got
the head
integrity.
of the company.
I really fucking like this guy. He told her, no way. Howard has to wait in line like everyone else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
realistic.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure she called and said, we'll pay for it. Just send the seat. Because you know what the funny thing is? It's not like all Pelotons are going to break. It's just that there is it might happen.
It could
But he's
happen.
so paranoid and freaked out about pretty much everything
But-
that he thinks for sure it will
But
be him.
the thing is, he would actually kind of enjoy it. So I don't know. I think he's kind of torn.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that Ray Stern no longer uses DoorDash worth mentioning anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
well.
funny how that
So
happened.
Beth isn't calling DoorDash anymore for Ray.
Yeah,
really
is that
weird.
weird how that happens?
Strange.
I think Ray's on her. I think
Oh,
Ray's on
I
her
don't
last
think she's
legs.
around. Actually, I don't think she's around anymore.
So here's of course
Her DoorDash
what.
is they deliver it through a tube.
Oh, I wonder. Okay, so of course here's
Knocking on the coffin.
here's his work ethic for what should be happening at Peloton. Obviously.
I like the product. It's good. I do. I like it. But
good, it's
Jesus Christ, don't send me a letter in the mail telling me my seat's going to fall off and then you can't get me one for months. Well, I mean, give me a break. What did I do wrong? Why am I being punished? I was a supporter. How about like busting some fucking chops? Nobody takes a vacation until you make enough seats.
Ah, yes.
Nobody takes a vacation until you make enough seats.
Seats.
Yeah, okay, that's the way.
Well,
it's
he
gonna
just took
happen.
2 weeks of vacation, so
Yes.
there goes that.
yes.
So, the most fun, sadly, the most fun thing that happened today was a caller called in just at that point in the Peloton discussion to talk about how he was a very big, heavy set person and he had already gotten his seat. But then, of course, it slips into a different conversation, which leaves Howard extremely uncomfortable. Here we go. Maybe.
Baby.
Oh, here's a guy who says he's one of the fatzos that broke the seat. How much you weigh, Curtis?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Cardiff. Hi,
Cardiff?
Howard. How are you?
Hey,
And you could tell it's a fake voice. I think that's the guy
you
who
think?
usually plays the potato on Who Are These Podcasts and also on the Shuley Show. He's the potato guy. He's a potato with just eyes and like lips. Maybe. This is what I'm told.
Sure. Cutting
up?
edge.
Yes, I'm about 260.
260, yeah. If you weigh how tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah. If you're 6'2", 260, you got the seat already. That's like Trainer on our staff. They sent him a seat so quick. They said, this guy's an accident waiting to happen.
Did you hear Stuttering John was at the Dodgers game on the weekend?
Why would I hear that?
You're not following the Dabbleverse?
Oh, this is like one. I guess I'm trying to get a free plug for John.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was funny.
Free plug for John. It couldn't be more wrong, which is the funniest thing about that. Couldn't be more wrong.
Wow.
Did you hear that? That was Carl busting a gigantic load on his wall right now.
The potato told me he was Dr. Remulak. I don't believe him. Dr.
No, he
Remulak
isn't.
was way back in the day. I don't even think that guy's
Plug.
old enough.
For John,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
I don't know.
What?
What?
He tricked me because he said he weighed 260. And
Oh my God.
Me.
You're not.
nothing. I was like 260, 6'2". I don't know.
I gotcha. Okay,
Wow.
so then everybody in the chat knew that it would be deleted on replays. So let's
Absolutely.
listen to how that went down. Now that you just listened to the story, here we go.
Supporter. How about like busting some fucking chops? Nobody takes a vacation until you make enough seats. You know. Hey, what's
what
up?
are you up to, JD?
I can correct
Wow, that
the
was
morning
smooth.
joke confusion if you like.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Wow. That is
Delete.
that was as smooth as like nails
Cottage
on a
cheese.
chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really not smooth.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Damn.
He is the king of censoring. He's such a
What a
pussy
little
when it comes-
baby. What an utter baby. Good lord.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I wonder who the dump button Dave is, or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
they screwed up though. They have a minute and a half of delay. How did they not catch the Dabbleverse?
Because they're all on Amazon shopping.
Totally. They're not paying attention. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. They're not paying attention.
Oh, he must
And
have
I'm
flipped.
sure somebody got shit for that for
Oh,
sure
absolutely.
today. For sure. So here, tell me if this is or isn't a veiled ad for the Max, which is the HBO Max. Because in what other world would this be a topic of conversation on the Stern Show?
People saying the dumbest things.
Like you.
And then there was a whole big thing about Kim Cattrall. That's how you say her name. I always said Cattrall. That's how it's spelled. It's Kim Cattrall. Because I'm listening to all these newscasts. You would think it was like the Beatles returning. Kim Cattrall. You'll hear on these newscasts. They're all carrying on because she's returning to Sex and the City.
Who cares?
Or whatever it's called now. I'm a fan of that franchise. Sex and the City, and then it's called, what's it called now, Robin? It's called And Just Like That.
And just
Like that. Yeah, which is not as good a name as Sex and the City.
So who cares about Kim Cattrall coming back to HBO Max to be on
so-
Sex and the City?
So it is a full-on commercial because they actually have regular commercials that
Yes.
they're running during the program.
Yes.
So that's remember it's that whole incestuous relationship that they have with Sirius, because that's how the Bruce Springsteen ended up on there, because of the board members flip-flopping amongst the two organizations, as they say.
Yes, Azor is trying to make it up to HBO for the Bruce interview failure. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, they
So-
ain't gonna help. They ain't helping.
Somebody happened to mention on the listening thread about a long pause that happened
Oh, it
at
was
some point after
eternity.
this. You ready for this one, Xavier? Here we go. Ready? Okay, here we go.
They are opposed to dancing. Yeah.
Opposed to dancing. Especially dancing to suggestive music. See, I'll play a little of that. Let me see.
Are you kidding?
Jesus Christ. The sad thing
Wow.
is he made more money between that pause than I do all year.
How frightening is that?
Wow. That was like almost 10 seconds of just nothing, just silence.
Just utter silence. Yeah, it was
Stretch
crazy.
The show out.
That comes on the heels of them doing about a half hour on people who go to like community board meetings and things like that. So it was just like stupid names like you, Jessel, that people call out. And it was just, fast forward. I mean, that's all I did.
They
Fast
literally
forward.
they set that whole bit up. They stretched that out because then they went and they had Gary come in and tell his insane stories, insane stories, and then and it circumvented into that bit to kill 15 minutes of airtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal.
David enrolled in and graduated from medical school during that pause. Can we just hear it again? It was really kind of insane. Let me just hear it again before I delete the clip.
They are opposed to dancing. Yeah.
Opposed to dancing. Especially dancing to suggestive music. See, I'll play a little of that. Let me see.
Hey, I got my license renewed at the DMV during that pause.
I
He
could've
got
made a
online
big
at
zine.
In-N-Out Burger, got the full.
Exactly. I would have hit it out
I
and
could've
got my
made-
double.
Could have made like 2 pounds of pasta during that. I mean, that's just crazy.
Christ. Isn't he supposed to be a professional broadcaster? I mean, come on.
That's funny.
One pauses, the other hesitates.
And you would think that Fred would bail him out during those long,
No,
ridiculous pauses?
no.
No, nothing.
All right, then he goes into a horrific story about, I mean, really, this is how today went. This is how awful the day was. He
of
went
all media,
into
indeed.
a story about how his parents never bought him a book. Did you
That
find
is
this weird at all? I mean, this was
such
just
a lie. Such an incredible lie. 2 Jewish parents not buying a son a book. That is utterly ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
not even funny.
that's
Especially
realistic.
in his age group. In the late 50s, early 60s. Oh my God. Please.
Is he trying to tell us that his parents never read to him, or that? And so
God.
the way he poses it, the way he says it, makes you also believe that he never did it for his children.
Oh, we know that.
You know, it's just the way he says it. Yes, everybody's saying never bought him a book, but they bought him a Playboy subscription. Yes. That's exactly.
I mean,
That's exactly the case.
Ben Stern was the guy that read like the New York Times. I imagine he also read like other books. I mean, he looked like a guy that read a lot. I mean, seriously, yeah.
Waver, what happened to Paul Stanley also?
What?
Give us the context on that so we can see if he's trying to do a transference from somebody else's story to his own at this point. That sounds kind of interesting.
Paul Stanley
So-
didn't get any books.
Come back to us on that. Let's hear what he has to say about it in a minute.
Yeah, I was at the psychiatrist talking about him the other day. I was all hung up on no. My parents, neither one of them ever bought me a book because I heard that like parents. Yeah, I heard parents.
I heard. Not that he does it with his children, right? But I heard. So why is that? How is that? How do you hear that? How do you not know that from your 3 children? I don't even understand the syntax of this sentence.
A book. Because I heard that like parents. Yeah, I heard parents are supposed to read to you when you're a little kid. You know, like that. A lot of parents do that. Like I did that to my kids.
No,
I
you
used to
didn't.
read them a story once in a while at bedtime, but I don't
What do I
recall
believe
ever.
that?
Things to do with kids is to read books to them. Yeah.
My
Is that
parents
why,
never read. I don't mind that they didn't read to me. Who wants to fucking hear from them? But they weren't that good at readers. My father, wasn't that expressive.
They weren't that good of readers.
That's some great English there. Yeah,
They weren't that good of readers.
That's
Whose
69
parents
IQ.
did you
Emily-
not have books when you were kids? Like, is that
Me?
like yeah?
Oh, I had like a library. I mean,
too.
hell, I would read a book every 2 or 3 days.
Me
I mean,
too. Me too. And I
I
loved.
survived on peanuts.
I had a whole.
Peanuts were the bomb, man.
thing of like miniature books that my parents
oh, I
bought
had the
me.
Goldens. I remember when I was really
No.
little,
I had these little ones.
Oh,
These
you had the
little
tiny books?
mini books, and then I had.
mini book.
I remember it was so crazy because I had that book. It was called Little Black Sambo, and I can't even imagine that it's not a racist book, but it's not. And it was this little black boy in Africa, and he.
Was his name Sambo?
Do not know this book. Anybody help me with this?
Can we have the
It was a
dump button on
popular.
this?
It was a
Who's got the
popular.
dump button for
Jeremy
us?
Harrison
It
had
was
We
the-
need
a
a dump button right
popular
now.
book, and this tiger wanted to eat Little Black Sambo, and this tiger wanted to eat him, and he figured if he runs around in a circle fast enough, that the tiger won't catch him, and so the tiger is chasing him, and he's chasing the tiger, right? And they spin and spin and spin and spin and spin until see, everybody knows it. I see. Little Black Sambo's a great book. It really is. It's
No
so
idea what you're
good.
talking about.
I don't have a
Oh,
clue
my
what you're talking
God.
about. I have some images in my head, and we can't. No. No.
How could I get
I know the
canceled?
chicken
It was a
place named
cute book.
Sambo's.
It was a cute book. See, everybody had it with the tiger. See, it wasn't me. And then,
Oh my god!
and then,
And I thought it was risque when I was reading Peanuts and Franklin made an appearance.
Exactly.
no, the tiger didn't eat him. Didn't he turn into tiger milk or something like that? And then something like
turned into
this.
I have
Tiger
no
Lily?
idea what you're talking about. I don't know this person.
Oh my goodness! See, now I have to look it up. It was the
No,
cutest
no
book.
idea.
Hold on. Little Black Simba. How is it that you guys never heard of this book? Oh, this is my actual one. This is the book.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I'm laughing just already.
Can we
This was
Can we start the Sal apology now?
this was a prominent book in my library.
Sometimes white writers write black stories.
Oh, look, South Indian.
When they're
See, who
drunk.
would know that? Sambo is a South Indian boy
This is
who
not
lives with
happening,
his
is
father and mother, named Black Jumbo and Black Mumbo, respectively. While out walking, Sambo encounters 4 hungry tigers
Was your childhood in the 1800s?
and surrenders his colorful new clothes, shoes, and umbrella so that they won't eat him.
Oh my!
Tigers are vain, and each think he's better dressed than the others. Right, one tiger gets his umbrella, one tiger gets his shoes, and he's walking around with them. They chase each other around the tree until they are reduced to a pool of ghee. Sambo then recovers his
Lord.
clothes, collects the ghee, and his
Rodney
mother makes
Chance.
pancakes.
You Rodney Chance.
Did they just use charcoal to draw that kid? The hell!
I
There's
am
no facial
shocked.
features
I
at
am
all.
shocked that you guys don't know this book.
No, I
17
don't.
So 17% of you love that book.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, look at other
Lord.
look at other versions of it. This is amazing. This is, see?
Oh my god.
Yeah, see? This is this.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you people?
Seriously, who has Dennis? Weren't you in charge of the dump button?
I'm trying to. I'm clicking everything here.
someone-
Nothing's working.
Quick!
Nothing's working.
It's like we're oh my!
You
God.
guys, no joke. I must have read this book 1,000 times.
Wait till she
Yeah,
tells us
yeah,
about her
yeah,
lawn
okay.
jockeys. I mean, I don't.
It wasn't racist. It was totally not. It was totally not racist. It was a great book.
Okay.
See, Coach had one too. See, it's not just me, you assholes. God, you're the worst.
And I thought like seeing Song of the South when I was a kid was bad.
Okay, so anyway, I don't even know how we got here, but yeah.
You brought us here.
Oh,
you
so
brought
then-
us here. To Toots.
Kicking and screaming.
So then one time my parents went to like Montreal or something like that, and they brought me back my second favorite book. I don't even want to say
Oh,
it now.
God, please.
No. It's not like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's
And I'm
Maurice
hoping-
Chevalier, right?
And I'm hoping other people have seen these books. Hold on. Because these are the best. These are the best. I still have many, many, many of them. I must have like 40 of them in my library of stuff. So it was
From Montreal.
Asterix and Obelix.
Mean Kampf.
Anyone?
Mein Kampf.
Anyone? Asterix
no
and
idea what it
Obelix?
is.
Who?
Asterix and Obelix?
Who?
Oh,
Asterix and
I remember,
Obelix?
I remember that, but yeah.
I know that. I don't have the books. I think
Oh
cartoons.
my God, the best book. So he's a Gaul, obviously, and they go around like fighting the Romans, the Vikings. I mean, it's just the most colorful, most amazing books ever. And I had pretty much all of them. They were just amazing. It was a cartoon book, and obviously. And they were
Asterix.
simply amazing. They were amazing books, and that's what I grew up with. Those kind of books. Yeah, whatever. Didn't we all though? Come on.
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
Yeah, see, Dorian Morgan. He had tons of them in French. Yes, one time they bought me one that was French by mistake. Yes, Romans versus the Gauls. That's exactly what it was. Yes.
I once accidentally picked up a Judy Blume book.
Oh, well, that's later on in time, silly boy. All right, so here's the only
God,
book he
are you
ever
there?
owned, which is kind of weird, and it's a book I never read. Here we go.
And but I realized I never owned a book. It all came to me in a flash because my Aunt Shirley bought me a book by Geoffrey Chaucer called The Canterbury Tales. And I was wondering, I've held on to that book for dear life. That book now is over 60-something years old, the one she bought me. The binding is all breaking. And I brought it wherever I moved, whenever I was doing radio. I've always had Chaucer's Canterbury Tales that my aunt bought me. I say Chaucer. You say Chaucer. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know that I even read the book.
That's a hell of a book to buy a kid.
You know, at Sinluhu, the library was absolutely a place of amazing refuge. It was a great place to go. I loved going to the library myself. But I've
The library
always
used to be
been.
the cool place to go, man.
It was cool.
It was
cool. But
Back
I was a
in the
voracious
day.
reader as well, and then when Barnes and Noble stores then opened, and you got to go there and just read magazines, and nobody like yelled at you for taking all the magazines to read and stuff like that. It was amazing. I mean, I used to go after school and just go and read.
Hey,
What were you gonna say,
CRP,
Xavier?
tell Fillmore we said hi.
Yes.
What?
No, someone keeps trying to wedge
And
Fillmore's
it's
name in.
and the skank
Tell
that
him, no,
does the
seriously,
show too.
tell him we said hi. Hope everything's good.
Fillmore from Quite Frankly brought me here, and I am not sure what you mean about the fact that you have been trying to get me here.
He's trying to be all like, oh, slick. I'll put Fillmore's name in the chat.
Okay, whatever
Tell
you
him,
want.
seriously, tell him we said hi. Hope everything's
Yeah, say hi. Say hi. Hope all is well. All right, so then here's another ad for some chick. So this is ad number 2
Oh,
in
this
the
is so
realm of
bad.
things. Here
Are
we
we
go.
gonna play it?
No.
You know, we video everything we do, and Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Madison Cunningham did a beautiful recorded tribute to Tina Turner in our studio. She covered Tina's breakout hit, "What Love's Got to Do with It." She did like an acoustic thing, and man, she's got a beautiful voice.
No, she
I
doesn't.
think didn't she just open up for Harry Styles? Yeah, Harry Styles picked Madison to open his Madison Square
Yeah, what are you
Garden
reading
shows
an ad? He's totally reading an ad. Harry
in,
Styles picked her.
2021, and
Yeah. It's
did a
fully an ad
little of
for
that.
her.
But go watch her. She's really good.
And why is she doing anything in their studios? And who is she? And why would they? And why does he have Why is this going on?
I beg of anyone, because we're not going to play it, that can to actually listen to this destruction of this song. This would lose a fourth grade talent contest. It's so
Yeah, no
bad.
kidding.
It is the worst rendition of any song I've ever heard in my entire life. She has no talent.
No.
I have no idea why she opens for anyone except, like, I mean, she should be opening cans, you know.
I have to open my window.
At the back of Applebee's.
I'm a little warm. I'll be right back.
Oh, the smoke. Yeah, so this was truly this was actually rape of the ears. It really was. It was bad.
Oh, we could hear Mo's ringtone is I Wish I Was in Dixie.
I'm trying.
Mr. Bluebird on my... Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm rolling all over the place.
Good God.
I can't get it together.
Obviously not. First you're reading these Sambo books, and then...
Hey guys, listen.
Yes?
Listen, I'm kicking you out. Don't post. Listen, quite frankly, who gives a crap? But don't come in here and start posting people's real names and stuff, okay? Because that's gonna get you kicked the hell off.
Whose name?
Someone, I don't know if it was accurate, but someone said, "Well, such and such is their real name is blah blah blah." Not us, but like someone on quite frankly's name. So like, we're not doxing people, even if they're on a.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care about their real names. I am being attacked by the smoke. It's actually horrible, horrible, horrible here. But yeah, it's been getting worse as the days go on. And apparently we're in something called a red flag alert. Yeah, it's a red flag alert.
Meanwhile, Dennis is burning his trash after this podcast.
How'd you know?
Hey, are we using this tire anymore, honey? Just throw it on the heat.
Fuck it, it's Florida. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so then they had JD on for no good reason whatsoever, and JD apparently is or wants to become an art collector. Yeah. Oh wait, but before that they had Tan Mom on for like a solid 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
And I must confess, this was a funny part of the show. I did not record it, but they were talking about how I guess when Wolfie and somebody else went down there to see her, and they took a picture at her home or something, that you couldn't even see Tan Mom in the picture because she's so freaking tan. So I'm going to show you the picture, and you guys are going to die when you see this. It's quite yes, Jeremy, that you're asking if she's still tan. You ready for this?
Find her in the picture. Just find her in the picture. Let us know when you see her.
Okay, ready? Here we go. This is shocking. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Find her in the picture.
Where is she? Where is she in that picture? Is she in that picture? Come on, let us know.
Oh my God. You guys remember like in high school when they taught you about the Industrial Revolution and the black pepper moth?
Yes.
That's exactly what it's like.
Look at that.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Predator. She's like the predator.
Mark Everly, little Samba.
Exactly.
It's little.
Little Samba.
If it bleeds, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Is she alive?
Is she gonna make that sound?
How is this possible? How is it possible?
I didn't know you can get that type of color. I honestly didn't think that humans can become that color.
I thought you were joking. I literally thought you were joking.
It is real. This is a real.
I mean, I don't see any. I mean, Wesley Snipes is going, damn, you're dark.
This is crazy. It's a good joint to it.
Look at her finger. Look at what.
That's incredible.
Look at that.
Oh my God. At least she has a French. She has a nice French. She has a nice French on.
I don't think anybody would. Yeah, why would you do that as a Photoshop? It's just not even like.
Nobody would do that as a photo.
No, you can't. They're not that good.
She is literally brown. Like she is bizarre. That is bizarre, guys. That's not tan. That's right. That is
kind of hot.
Yeah.
She is like a charcoal briquette. Yes.
I mean, she better not like travel too far into the South. That's all I gotta say.
She's in Florida. Where else is she?
Well, no, we're not in the South. You go north.
She actually lives quite close to you, Dennis.
No, you're joking.
No, I'm not joking. I am not
Jesus.
joking. She does look like a shrunken head. Yes, she does. Tamara Francois. Tamara Francois, I haven't seen you in the chat this whole time, but I was telling the boys that I read a book when I was a child called Little Black Sambo. Did you ever read that book? I need to know. Thank you. You can reply at your leisure. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So this is like this is something incredibly frightening, but we thought we'd.
That is.
Yeah, it's as frightening as it gets.
And then the gay guy there with the whole we made fun of a person with a steel plate in her head. Yay.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yay.
isn't this
Keep
guy on the
going.
right supposed to be somebody who's dating her or something?
Yeah,
like
that was he's the gay guy.
He
they
looks
played
like
a big old joke, and that's Wolfie. That's subhuman
Wolfie.
Wolfie.
That's subhuman Wolfie. Oopsie. Just
Oh
lost it.
no! And
The
look,
dude
that's
looks
Tam
like
Mom.
The dude looks like those commercials what they do the spray on hair.
Oh, horrible. Just horrible.
Autobot AI, is she a chimney sweep?
All right, so now we're going to move on to JD. So JD wants to become an art collector. And again, JD can hardly articulate a sentence. So let's just listen to a little bit of the mumbling idiot that he is.
I hear you're collecting art now. You're interested in becoming an art collector. Is that right?
It's something I've looked at. I haven't collected. I haven't actually collected anything yet, but it's.
Who do you like?
I'm
I mean, what kind of art do you like?
I like all types. I like like movie related pop art sort of stuff. I like what is it when you don't
No, I like pop art. You like dick stuff. Like
when there's no real fucking thing. I can't think of what it is now. But I like all
like
types.
Picasso, like nothing like real.
Impressionistic or
Impressionist.
I just like whatever. Listen, I know what I like when I see it, and I can't exactly.
So you haven't made any purchases yet, right?
I've not made any purchases, no, because I have. When you go on these art websites, it's usually like Prince or something, which was okay, but yeah, I kind of like to try to get something original, and of course
You
those
want
are all
original art.
those are all
Who's
very
your-
expensive.
Who's your favorite artist?
Oh gosh, I don't even really have one. There's one painting I've seen recently of it's called I think it's like the perfect martini, and it's sort of a series of images that the guy painted, and it's like some of them are blurry because it's like
Is
a
he
guy
kidding?
shaking the
Oh,
shaker thing.
seriously.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
How ugly is this?
Wow.
I mean, I would put that up as a gag in a bar.
I
mean,
wouldn't put that anywhere. That is so beyond
a
something
gag in a
that
bar.
I understand. Like,
Not any place I'd want my friends or anybody I know to see it, because that is embarrassing.
That is like one step above macaroni art. For
That is below dogs playing poker.
Oh, hey, let's not
Okay.
insult the dogs playing poker.
No,
okay,
that's
yeah,
way
I'm with
below
you.
dogs playing poker.
Well, let's listen on.
Whit told me you're ready to spend up to $5,000 a painting. So you're really jumping into the market pretty
I'm not
rapidly.
necessarily ready, but I did. He asked me, how much would you spend? And I go, well, listen, at a good time, I guess I could do like $5,000.
Where's JD getting the money for art? The problem is he's hanging out with John Blitt too much, and I think John Blitt has like family money, and
Yeah.
JD does not. So he's trying
Yeah.
to be, trying to like go head to head. It's kind of like girls in the garment center who tried to like own Hermes bags and like Prada, and they couldn't really afford it, but sure, why not if
Well-
other people can? So it makes them look like they're in the same league or some shit like that, and JD's no league.
Think of all the money he saved, not spending it on anniversary gifts.
Oh,
Or bottles of wine.
yes,
or
yes,
trips.
yes. I don't know. I don't
Restaurants are a
think
lot
he has
cheaper
any
when
kind
you're
of taste.
paying for one.
It
This is
isn't
true.
it?
This is true. I tend to lean towards like graffiti art and pop art and stuff like that. I kind of dig super
I
colorful
think that you fall
shit.
under things that actually don't suck.
Things that don't suck. Yes, that's what I like. Things that don't suck. Yes.
That's actually
something
pretty freaking horrible.
like, do you remember when I got this? So this guy named Jepsy online, and what he
Jepsy?
does is he takes $100 bills and he.
I've seen that the details on that is ridiculous. The camera
Oh my
doesn't do
God.
it justice.
Yeah, camera doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't
but
do it justice. The
it's-
level of detail on those things are crazy.
just ridiculous. I bought one for me and one for my friend Xavier for Christmas, and
So it's
then
always
the
worth
guy.
$100.
No, it's actually fake money. It's not funny money.
Oh, it's not even real
funny-
money?
No, you're
Yeah.
not. Apparently, you can't.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be called
forgot about that.
counterfeiting.
Forgot about those little bit of laws.
Yeah.
Forgot about laws.
So
The
anyway,
feds don't have a sense of humor.
No, they
after I bought those, no, it's not a real $100 bill. It's it's like Hollywood money. After I bought those, the guy who made them and had a huge successful business with it just disappeared, fell off the face of the earth, never to be seen or heard from again. And yeah, that's all she wrote.
don't. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, we're Bang Bunny's funeral director. We're actually, you know what? He runs the RadioGunk website for me, just like Dennis basically is an integral part of like the whole world that we do here. And I enjoy
I
buying.
traded mine
people's
for
stuff.
Robitussin.
That's really nice.
I get the tussin.
You
Look at this
gotta
one.
take Tussin. You gotta
Look at
take
this
the
one.
Tussin.
Hey Howard, tell me more about my awesome show. That's funny. Okay, so let's move on. JD the art collector. Okay, then this guy calls in about private parts, and
Yeah, it's not placed at all. Not an ad. Not an ad at all.
I'm trying to understand why.
Paramount Plus has it.
Yeah, this is kind of course, it's all tied
Paramount
in,
Plus.
right? It's all tied in.
Plus.
Here we go.
No, hey Howard, I watched private parts last night.
Okay, so unless this guy grew up under a rock somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really understanding the point of this call at all, and why anybody's bringing up a. How old is that movie now?
25
it was
years
like
old.
23 years ago, something like that.
No,
isn't it?
98.
97.
97.
97.
Right, 2000 would have
97.
been 23 years ago. So 97, 8, 99, 100. So 26 years ago.
26 years ago.
My
Never had
wife,
an
it
anniversary
was her
for
first
it.
time watching it on Paramount, and she
Very
called
important
me
that he
on
mentioned it was on
Paramount,
Paramount.
And she called me. I couldn't. I had to ask, how do you keep yourself from not like getting hard in every scene? I was playing with myself while I was watching it.
I was playing with myself while I was watching it.
Sure
Okay,
you
there's
were.
free porn on the internet where you can actually see penises and vaginas and
Get outta here.
insertion. So the fact that you'd be
Insertion?
playing with yourself over, fake titty blonde bimbo chicks from the 1990s is a little bit concerning to me.
Well,
It's almost like it's a
I
fake
was
call.
hard in every scene. All the actresses were attractive in that movie. I'm very proud of that movie, though. I like that your wife saw it. I mean, where do you see that? On Paramount app?
Paramount Plus.
No kidding. They have it up there
Yeah.
full time, huh?
Full time.
Yeah.
Full time.
You just search it and it comes up. Just search private parts. It was weird. Hey, I had a
Well.
question. The Kabasi Queen scene. Did people really walk by while she was doing
No.
that and witness it?
Do you not know anything about Howard? Like, do you not know that none of this actually was
Happened.
based in reality? None of it.
As I tell people, Private Parts is the greatest work of science fiction ever put on film.
Absolutely. And you know what? He almost kind of sort of admits it here.
Well, you mean in real life when
Yeah. Or is that just part of the movie?
yeah, what I was trying to represent there is, first of all, no. To answer your question, no, because Kielbasa Queen, I don't think she was there with us when
No,
we
she
were on
wasn't.
WNBC.
No.
Who even remembers? It's so long ago.
I
But
don't.
I do.
what I was,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Robin,
was that
you're
it?
beautiful.
Oh, Robin, you're beautiful, and he's just so
Yeah.
overflowing.
This is
With
believable.
was Casey in Private Parts? I feel like maybe. I don't know if he's around. Casey, if
No,
you're here,
I don't
can-
think he was.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was.
John
no.
was,
I don't know.
and a bunch of whores.
Pretty sure
I
he
don't-
wasn't.
I don't think he
But,
was.
you know,
I don't recall. Okay.
Totally.
Did you
Girl
really
was in
punch
it.
pig vomit in the nose?
No,
No.
I got into a shoving match with the general manager, but again, we couldn't. We put a bunch of things that happened in my career all at once, so we couldn't then create like a general manager character, and then I get into if I did the reality of it all,
It would have
be
been
too
a
difficult.
100-year-long movie.
Yeah.
Not
so
really.
things got combined.
So yeah, fun fact. That one time that we watched Private Parts with Grillo, which is hysterical to this day in terms of the color commentary that he added to the show. But that's the only time I've ever watched Private Parts in its fullness ever.
No. No.
Yeah, because I didn't like it as a movie when it came out. I
I
didn't
hated it.
rush out to see it. And then at some point I got it on maybe VHS or something like that and watched it. I kind of lost interest in it and didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, so that's like the only time I ever watched it in its fullness. I mean, how many times have you watched it, honestly?
Me?
I've seen it once all the way through.
I have honestly, I've probably seen it 20 times.
Really?
Really?
Why?
I've seen it just because, well, at first, as a fan, watched it because trying to pick up why things were done certain ways. It was just one of those kind of dissecting it, like, that's not right. That didn't happen. And then later on, as I started not liking, I watched it to really pick it apart and just go, well, that's
Hate watch.
nonsense. That's nonsense. Hey, look at the wig, kind of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen it about 20 times. It is a horrible movie. It really is. It is terrible.
Yeah, I have no thoughts about it. So here's him saying, let's bow this up.
Yeah, that's my masterpiece right there. Private Parts. Check it out on Paramount Plus. Give them a free plug.
Free plug.
If you can,
plug.
they got to get the app better though. They got to work on the downloading. They're Paramount Pictures, for Christ's sakes. You guys got to work on that.
Always makes me feel like either he's leading up to doing an ad with Paramount Plus, he's giving them a little bit of a free promo because he needs to have them in. I don't know what the exact scenario is when he does things like this, but either he's building us up to the fact that and who gives a shit, honestly. I mean, nobody cares what ads he does. By the way, on the green screen, Dennis, your hair looks like it's almost on fire, like behind you whenever you move around a little bit.
I have no idea what's going on tonight with it. It's really weird, unless it's the metal cups. They're
You're conducting static electricity.
conducting
in
the
your hair.
static electricity with my Kentucky Mule.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're having? So what's a Kentucky Mule?
It's either bourbon or rye. I like rye with ginger beer.
I love the
little
way you're
bit of,
studying it as if you could tell anything other than the fact
I'm
that it's
reading
in a
the
metal cup.
I'm reading the tea leaves in there. No.
Ginger beer and rye? Mm-hmm. Interesting. As opposed to rum or like something...
Usually you make it with bourbon. I just felt like rye tonight. You can make you can make a vanilla mule where you use vanilla Crown Royale, and then there's one you make with rum. No, actually, it's very delicious. It tastes really good. The vanilla tastes super vanilla.
I don't feel like I would ever actually purchase that. Like, I don't think I would ever go into a liquor store and say, "May I please have your finest Crown Royale?" And
You just go on the shelf and pick it up and put it on there.
I
And
wouldn't.
don't
I
get
wouldn't.
judged.
I don't think I would do that.
No, but yeah, and there's a couple places in Tampa that make all sorts of mules because, well, guess what? It's hot. And these are good when it's hot.
It's Farmer Justin. As a kid in the 90s, Private Parts to me was advertised as a porno and probably first exposure to that material. Stern really was a smut salesman to children.
Nice.
Yeah. If you look at it that way, I can see that. Was it rated R? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was rated R. Hard R. Rum one's called the Dark and Stormy. That's what it is.
Oh, I love it dark and stormy.
That's what this is saying. It's just with rum.
What ginger beer do you use? Because there's only
I use the one you get at Aldi.
Goya.
It is spicy botanical ginger drink with herbal extracts. It is just has regular sugar in it and ginger.
You should get the Goya ginger beer. It is so spicy and gingery that once you pop open the cap on it and you put your nose to it and the bubbles come up and do the fizzies, you can sneeze. That's how like spicy it is in your nose. It's quite delicious. You can get it at Publix. It's 79 cents each.
That's not bad
No
at all.
Fever Tree. No. Goya ginger beer is the only one to get. It really is. I promise you. It's so much spicier than anything else you will have. All right. So my last clip of the night, I told you guys it was going to be one of those shit nights.
Yay!
Did I miss anything in between all of this? Did I?
No, you missed nothing. Except
No.
wait, there's one thing that is missing. That is it's a big 500-pound gorilla. There's been no Ronnie at all. We've gone 7 hours now, and there hasn't been even a talk of Ronnie. Not even him on the air. No talk of Ronnie. Nothing. Zero.
What do you think's going on there? But I mean, you know
got
what?
butthurt.
We've had so much Ronnie for such a long time.
But-
it is a wonder.
Remember what happened though? Right before, he kind of really. I think he really did piss him off
He
because
burned his
of the
bridges.
whole travel to Las Vegas thing, which is during like a 2-week vacation, and making it such a big deal. I think it honestly really kind of pissed him off. It
He
didn't
hurt
hurt
his
him. I think
feelings.
it pissed him off.
He was so delusional. He thought that Howard really was his buddy.
Yeah, and
He's the last guy in the
pissed.
world to realize it wasn't.
Well, shame on Ronnie for having the delusion of thinking that man is anybody's friend, because he's not. He is friend to no one.
He's proven it time and time again. And it's like,
I ponder
come
it with the picture of him playing chess, though. I ponder how is it after 3 years, maybe even a little bit more, that you don't invite Robin out to your house, that you don't have the person who clearly is in love with you more than anybody else out there.
on. Yeah, but the
But even
colostomy
bigger.
bag.
But even bigger.
It's got a smell.
Robin's not going to this wedding. I mean, we're very sure of that now. Robin's not going to this wedding. And that's even bigger than not going out to that house. Because she wasn't invited to the shower. She seems to be talking about the wedding in third person like she's not going.
Well, you're talking about the Ashley wedding. I'm talking about the Ronnie wedding.
Well, the Ronnie wedding, I don't know. I don't know if she's going or not. I don't think she is.
I think she said she's not, and Fred said he's not.
Yeah, which is, Fred's an ass. the Fred's excuse was.
But who the hell would want Fred anywhere near them?
I understand that, but once again,
Come on.
It's a lame excuse. It
it's
doesn't
a
work
lame
anymore.
excuse. It would rather have like we're going on vacation that week would have been more of a realistic, less hurtful way.
I mean, talk to me in 2020 that you don't want to go to a wedding because of COVID. I'm okay with that. But today, I don't think you have a leg to stand on that it's, a super spreader event and there's no reason to go.
There is
he's such an asshole.
no version of reality that would have got Howard to go to that wedding.
No.
None.
No, wait,
I mean,
yes.
What?
If Ben Affleck was there,
Yeah. Okay.
then he would have gone.
Yeah.
Jennifer
wanted
Aniston
to-
was there.
Man. It's
I
like,
wanted to
yeah,
bring
you're
up the
right.
chess picture
But
one
there's no
more
chance in hell of that happening.
No.
If
What's-
if it was John Stamos's cousin, stepbrother's roommate's wedding, he would have gone.
Exactly.
I don't even know that John Stamos is big enough for him anymore. I don't know
okay,
that.
you know
He
what
doesn't
I-
talk
you know
about
what
him
I
any,
mean.
does he?
No, he doesn't mention them at
No.
all. But maybe they've just decided to, push him aside now.
Move away.
Yeah.
Fastly.
Who needs him? Who needs him?
Yeah.
Let me just find that chess picture. I just need to see it really quickly because it was just so horrific, so brutal.
I just think it's embarrassing that Ronnie even put forth the effort to ask him on radio. What do you think was going to happen?
Yeah, I know. He,
Come
shame
on,
on him.
man.
That was such a
He's such a
Baba Booey
delusional
move on
old
his
dude,
part
man.
Yeah.
to think that this man would actually,
Wow. That is
that
that's
is
a picture.
something.
That is a picture.
So I just wonder if Robin looks at this and thinks to herself, here he is having fun, hanging with somebody,
Well-
looking bizarrely like Beetlejuice. I mean, let's be honest. This is as frightening as a photo gets. It really is, guys.
That is probably
But
the
yeah.
the hunchback in Notre Dame laughs at him. I mean
Yeah,
that
it's
is
really-
just that is I'm talking like the Disney version, which is even worse. I
Well,
mean,
in all fairness, Robin never caught a Super Bowl touchdown from Kurt Warner.
that's true.
It's true.
So-
So there's that.
There's that.
So there's
Yeah,
that.
so Robin's going. Well, look, Robin.
Yeah, did you-
He's hanging out with blacks, just not you.
Yeah.
So this is basically the start of the game, right? I mean, this is what we're looking at here.
He's already.
I
he's
don't know
already
anything
getting
about
his
it.
ass kicked. So
Asshole. Jesus, it sucks.
what
All right.
else?
Yeah,
Strategies
that's
then.
it. That's what you get for tonight. So yeah, that is the wrap up of our show. Honestly, I think I think you guys have gotten away with murder for the last couple.
And now
of
we're gonna take
weeks
phone
with
calls.
With this, no.
No.
Oh,
No.
come on.
No.
It's so funny. I was looking through some keeper clips that I have because how many times has John sent us 40 clips, and then we're like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get to it tomorrow. Maybe we'll get to it tomorrow. How about we do a little bit? It'll be so cute. Hold on. Do a little bit in honor of. Listen, we're only on an hour 18.
One on the protest. Okay.
Let's just do. We're just gonna do two.
Cleaning out the computer.
Okay, no preamble, no anything. We just have two clips, and they are
No,
Beth moves in parts 1 and part 2.
Is Miss
Do it.
Is Miss
Do
Smith
it.
around? Is Miss Smith?
They were only a minute 20 each, so I think we can handle 3 minutes
Up-tempo
worth of.
out of these goddamn dogs dying.
I think we can handle this. Please address Casey quitting his show after we invaded it. Now it wasn't our fault that he quit his show, and actually he was on tonight. So
We love Casey, man. Come on.
yeah, we do.
Don't,
All right.
don't start that junk.
Here we go. Beth moves in part 1. I have no context for it, but obviously by the name of it, you get what you get.
What's up?
Can I ask you a rumor I heard about you?
Well, it depends what it is.
Oh, it depends.
Yeah, go ahead.
About you and Beth?
About me and Beth.
Yeah, I had a
So
rumor.
in other words, Susanna's wife speaks to Beth every day, but go ahead.
Gary told me.
All right, go ahead.
I swear to God.
All right, go ahead.
Is Beth moved in with you?
Well, here's what happened. You really want to know this?
Oh, here comes the excuse for why Beth has moved in.
Fire.
Yeah, because Gary told me yesterday.
Beth's apartment blew up.
Well, there you go.
Literally. And I said to her,
Right.
don't rush out and start looking for apartments. She was going crazy. Literally, and I think she's crazy for this reason. Where she was living, the whole floor above her collapsed. Several times.
Several times.
I'm paying
Collapsed several
Several
times.
times. So
Several
it would fall
times.
down and they would pick it right back up?
Exactly, and then it would happen
Oh,
again.
okay.
Yes.
a lot of rent, like not living in a tenement, but this is Manhattan. And the floor, like literally, like crashed down on all her stuff, ruined all her stuff. And don't even
floor?
ask what was going on. No heat, no heat, nothing. Jesus. And she wasn't spending much time there anyway, but so.
She was already moved.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
So
ready.
so
So she has a key to your apartment and everything.
she always did since I got Bianca.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You're behind on your time.
you're way behind. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. So
Ashley's
let's move-
dog.
Yeah, Ashley's dog. Yeah.
Ashley's dog, Bianca.
Let's move in.
So Beth doesn't have her apartment anymore, and we sort of like it's sort of like for me to psychologically get around it. We were like, okay, you have to go looking for an apartment at some point, but
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime
In about 10 years.
So let me ask you a question now.
so technically she's not moved in.
If she lives there now for 5 years, doesn't she now suddenly?
Well, I've got 5 years to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Not really, because she could have claimed moving in for a year or more now.
All right, 4 years.
Doesn't she have like the right to some of your money or something?
No,
What's the common law thing?
that's all right. Common law would be 7 years. Yeah, if you live together.
Check that out?
You got it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's not a law in New York.
What?
What is it?
In New York, after about a month, you have to evict someone.
That's true.
They have a right to stay. If someone stays in your place,
Oh, you mean the squatters rule?
How do I evict you?
Wow.
Yeah, but yes, that would be
That would be a yes.
sort of a yes. Let's say a quasi yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Gary said to me yesterday, I said, go in and ask him. He goes, no, Gary's afraid to come in. So I said,
I don't blame him. I haven't
Well,
actually
you know what
really
happened at the
confronted it.
Valentine's party? Did you say...
No, I was loaded.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause did you say that Ross and Melissa were engaged?
Yeah, I really screwed Ross up. So
Yeah, I don't know anything about
All
this.
right,
Okay,
so
so
now we're going off into space here.
as
So,
we do,
yeah,
as we do.
So the whole reasoning was absolute lies, absolute crap. And my point, the thing that I love to dissect on that is, if Beefus was such a working mado, why is it living in a crap hole?
She wasn't. I actually looked it up one day, and it was
I know, I
actually a really,
understand.
really nice apartment. But it was in a brownstone, and I think that whole story morphed from that there was somebody was running the bathtub upstairs, and then it like flooded, and so there was water that was coming into her apartment. That's it. That's full stop. That's like the entirety of what happened. Is that
yes.
somebody's bathtub overflowed and it leaked and then seeped through, because those old brownstones, have all those wooden floors and whatever, and that's it. That's it. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so insane, this whole fake, this whole grift, this whole fake moving Beefus slowly along, even though they've been together for a very long time at this point. And it's just actually, it is actually hilarious the way he tries to lie through this. I mean, every part of it is a lie.
Every
There's
part.
nothing that's true.
Yeah.
Every part.
Every part.
Nothing is believable with him.
No.
You're right, Farmer Justin. Howard is the worst at explaining how the dog ate his homework. Yeah, because there is no explanation. She just moved in. Just admit it. Just own it. Just own it. It's okay.
You can't own it. You can't own being bald. You can't own being irrelevant. You can't own it.
Just own it. One day I'll pull up the Beth apartment so that you guys
I
can
like
see
that.
it. Because it interestingly was a really nice
While
apartment.
you're doing that, Showback Club has a great idea for a summer show.
Okay, where are we?
We have it's in the middle. We could have a Dennis Daly drink segment where you mix drinks on cam.
Oh, there you go. Can you do the Isaac Two Finger Guns thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exciting and new.
I think that you should make your drink on air. I don't know why
Absolutely.
you bring it in with you pre-made already.
Because it's usually easier. All right, I'll sit there. I'll put the little table. I'll set the little setup, and I got
Don't
a
we
table.
technically have to run the please drink responsibly thing?
Absolutely, because I am drinking responsibly. I'm
we
going
do.
nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. You're rolling right into bed.
I'm falling into bed. We're
I'm
good.
gonna do pee, brush my teeth, and roll into bed. And that's
Pretty
how
much,
it works.
in that order.
All right, so children, tomorrow is our last day
Oh, that
of
was it?
week 1. Yeah, that's all I got. I told you, just 2 clips. That's all we got.
That was
That's all
2
we got.
clips?
Yes, that was 2
Wow,
clips.
okay, great.
And just so for anybody who's asking, common law is not recognized in New York City.
Don't
so
ask her how she knows.
just-
So tomorrow is Dave Matthews. That should
Oh,
suck.
okay. So it's going to be another short clip day.
Oh, Jesus
It's probably
Christ.
already recorded.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder.
He's
I
already
guarantee
he's
it's probably already
sleeping in
recorded.
tomorrow.
I want to see a newspaper with the headlines of tomorrow. Because I believe that's
Yeah, hold the newspaper up during the interview. I
Proof
wanna-
of life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If I don't see that, then that was pre-recorded.
All right. Well, there you go. So that's what's happening
Wait.
tomorrow.
Do you think
What?
one of the reasons Dave Matthews fell off the cliff is they had an incident in Chicago where their tour bus dumped all the feces on the bus and it hit a tour boat that was going. They were like on a bridge and they decided to empty out their whatever that thing's called. And there was a tour septic. There you go.
And what
There's
happened?
a tour boat going on and it just covered people in feces, and they never lived that down.
Oopsie.
It's like
Oopsie
listening to
daisy.
his music. You're covered in feces.
Yeah.
The poop between our wicked lies.
Before we leave, please like and subscribe and comment on our lovely podcast because, nothing warms the cockles of my heart more than the complete and utter crap that you guys write to me in the comment section. I just
cockles.
adore it. I just, it's a nice little chuckle and I appreciate all of you. So yeah, that's it. And by the way, I got this new sign that's behind me, which apparently if I put my finger up here, you can see that it says live nudes.
Pull my finger.
Yeah, pull my finger. It says live nudes and it's really cute, but it's blurred out here and I don't know why.
Aperture and all that crap.
Aperture and all that crap, exactly.
Aperture.
Absolutely. What food did Sambo eat? It was ghee. He ate ghee because the tigers turned to ghee. What's wrong with you people? Jesus Christ.
Ask Fuzzy Zoller.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys mañana. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forums section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.